Have you ever heard of a grape that's a total chameleon? I mean, a real shapeshifter in the wine world. Today, we're diving into one that just might be the most versatile grape on the planet.
Okay, so get this. How can the exact same grape give you a wine that tastes like a crisp, salty sea breeze, and then turn around and tastes like pure tropical sunshine in a glass? It sounds impossible, right? Like a total paradox.
Well, the grape behind this magic is Verdelho. And honestly, it's probably the wine world's best kept secret. It's always kind of been in the shadow of the big names like Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay. But its ability to change and adapt, wow, it makes it one of the most fascinating grapes you can find.
So to really get what makes Verdelho tick, we've got to go back to where it all started. We're talking about its home, these dramatic Portuguese islands out in the Atlantic. I mean, this is the place where its whole personality was literally forged by volcanoes and the sea.
And that brings us to a word you hear a lot in wine, terroir. It's a super important idea. See, it's not just about the dirt the vines grow in. It's everything. The climate, how high up the vineyard is, the salty ocean spray in the air. It's the complete package that gives a wine its identity. And for a grape like Verdelho, terroir is pretty much everything.
And check this out. You can see Verdelho's split personality right here in its own backyard. Over on the island of Madeira, you've got this subtropical, volcanic vibe that gives you a richer, fortified, medium-dry wine with these amazing caramel and nutty flavors. But then, you hop over to the Azores, totally different story. It's all about the ocean and that volcanic rock, creating a wine that's super dry, crisp, and tastes like salt spray and citrus. Same grape, two completely different wines. It's wild.
But Verdelho's story doesn't end there. Oh no. Just like those famous Portuguese explorers, this grape was a world traveler. It packed its bags and headed all the way to the other side of the globe, down under, where, you guessed it, it completely reinvented itself.
And this just lays it all out. The difference is night and day. In Australia, winemakers weren't thinking about that old-school fortified style or intense minerality. Nope, they decided to just embrace the sunshine. And the result? A totally dry, super aromatic white wine that just explodes with tropical fruit. Think lime, passion fruit. It's just so vibrant. It's the same grape, but man, it's telling a whole new story.
It really found its groove in places like the Swan Valley and Margaret River in Western Australia, and in some spots in South Australia too. I mean, in these sun-soaked spots, the grape just took off. It thrived, and that's where it developed that trademark, bright, fruity style that people there absolutely love.
Okay, so we've talked about terroir, right? How the place shapes the grape. But that's only half the puzzle. The other equally important part happens inside the winery. This is where the winemaker steps in and basically decides the grape's destiny, sending it down one of two very, very different roads.
So let's look at these two paths. Path A. This is your fresh, Aussie-style Verdelho. The grapes get a nice, cool fermentation in big steel tanks. This keeps all those bright, fruity smells and tastes locked in. Simple, clean, delicious. But then you've got Path B, the classic Madeira way. Here they actually stop the fermentation by adding a bit of grape spirit. And then, this is the crazy part, they gently heat the wine in a process called estufage. This completely transforms it into something nutty, complex, and built to last, I mean literally, for centuries.
So after being a bit of an underdog for a while, Verdelho is having a major comeback. A well-deserved one, I'd say. Both winemakers and wine drinkers are starting to rediscover just how special and versatile this grape is. It really feels like the start of a whole new chapter for this classic.
And this quote right here, it just nails the vibe around Verdelho right now. You've got sommeliers, the real wine experts calling it a treasure to be discovered. It's like this amazing thing that's been hiding in plain sight all along. It's an invitation to step away from the usual suspects and try something truly unique.
Now, it's not all smooth sailing. Verdelho has some challenges, for sure. It's got to go head-to-head with those really famous white grapes, and like everyone, it has to deal with climate change. But the opportunities? They are huge. That amazing versatility we've been talking about is a huge plus for anyone looking to try something new. And these super unique wines, like the ones from the Azores, are creating their own dedicated fans. It's really exciting.
And at the end of the day, this is why Verdelho is so cool. Think about it. You could have a super crisp, salty one from the Azores with some fresh seafood. Then grab a zesty Australian one to go with some spicy food. And for dessert, a rich, nutty Madeira Verdelho. The range for food pairing is it's absolutely unmatched. It's incredible.
So that really just leaves one question for you, doesn't it? Which one are you going to try first?
Are you going to go for that salty, mineral-driven Atlantic style? Or are you heading straight for the sunny, tropical vibes from Australia? There's really only one way to know. You've got to get out there and discover this amazing grape for yourself.